Hi, my name is Becky, and I will be performing and showing you step by step on how to change an occupied bed for somebody that may need some extra assistance and unable to get out of bed, so you need to change their linens to keep them clean. We start, normally you would have either a hospital bed, or if this is a home residency where you need to change a bed, you would take extra precautions with that. Normal hospital beds would have railings that would come up that you would use for protection. Keeping the sheet on the top and using a bed that would be at home, you want to safely secure the person that is in the bed with a pillow, keeping them from rolling off to the side. So with that in place, keeping this, covering them so they are protected, along with covering up for if they do not have particular clothing on while you're doing this. So you would start with doing this kind of rolling the sheet, keeping them covered as well that way. What you want to do is, in this particular situation, my assistant here is able to turn and assist in when I ask her to do. Some other patients may not be able to, and you may have to have an assistant with you performing this task. So I'm going to have you roll to the side, leaning against the pillow and staying to that side. Also holding on to their sheet as they roll over, which is keeping them covered. You would start with taking the sheets, rolling up on the edges, keeping them together. In particular hospital situations, you may have some other kind of dirties down in there, so you want to keep rolling your sheet as you go this direction, keeping in mind. Some patients are able to remove their pillows and some are not, keeping their head. In this situation, I am going to pick her head up and remove her pillow so it would be easier to work with. Lowering the head down, protecting that way. So you're keeping this one here along with her top sheet as it's rolling, constantly keeping them covered up. So you turn this way with your supplies already gathered. You grab them and keep them close at hand here. You're able to lay them out to where they need to be, holding them into place, tucking the one end in as you're keeping them that way. And then keeping this one, and you have your covered one that's keeping them covered. You have this one rolled here. So you want to keep this one this way, and you want to roll this sheet under it, keeping this rolled this direction. The other helpful tip with keeping the sheet rolled is you're able to utilize your strength and power to help lift them and help keep them secure while you're tucking this under. It gives you a good point to hold on to. So keeping that under there, keeping this rolled, and you're up underneath alongside of them, right alongside of here. Keeping the sheet covered this direction. Hold them out like this. Coming around to this side, as they're this way, you want to, since you're in front and they're towards you, they won't be able to roll off the bed itself. So you position the pillow back onto the other side, keeping this one here. And in the hospital kind of setting beds, you would have the railing where you drop one side and lift the other side. Having them be able to roll back, go back over to the other side, and then you're going to continue to roll onto this pillow. Now, since they are actually rotated onto the other side, you will be able to see where your sheet is met onto this side, and the body is basically halfway over it already, so you're able to unroll the dirty linens while keeping this already onto this side, and you're over onto the half side. So continuing rolling till you get to this particular point, and you pull off your tucked ends, rolling the other end up, securing if there is anything within the sheet that needs to stay inside of them and rolling them together, disposing them in the proper areas. In a particular hospital setting, if they were dirty, you do not want to lay them on the floor, for however this could also cause slippery areas or something you would need to clean up later. Normally you would have a garbage can to set it to teeter on top of it. In this particular situation, I'm just going to use the edge of the chair. You're able to come back in here, pull the sheets, and finish tucking their clean linens in and down. With their particular sheet, still the one that we need to remove, you can have your assistant roll back over onto their side, looking this way. We still need to change the top sheet. However, we can take this and set it off, taking the other sheet drooping it over, and this one you take downwards, keeping that direction this way off to the bed, keeping this rolled in this direction. Again, keep this one with this other sets of sheets together, and then you're able to completely finish and tuck them clean into a new set of fresh linens. That's about all the steps that you need to on carrying. Just remember to keep your sheets rolled towards the inside, to keeping anything that is on the sheets and is kept inside of it so it doesn't fall out or get the new linens dirty when you go to put them on. So hopefully these steps are pretty easy to perform. It was pretty easy to see step by step on how to perform it. I want to thank my assistant Danielle for being able to assist me in this, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation of how to change an occupied bed.